Yumi. Hey folks, Kelly Pearson here, Kelly Pearson Automotive, since 1936, here in Duluth. I've taken care of cars in this town for, most of my adult life. So I've figured out stuff about all the people in this town, even the newcomers. So I got a few things that I found out. I was fixing Arthur's car the other day, and I don't get a good feeling about that guy. I really like his boyfriend, Angel. Sorry, excuse me. I really like his partner, Angel. Sorry. I'm still getting used to the new ways. And, I found stuff, there's a little compartment underneath Arthur's seat, his front seat. And, I was just looking through the car, checking things out, and I found pictures of Christine in there. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing because, Christine, even I have a thing for Christine. I mean, who doesn't? And, but he had pictures of her in that car. Angel's devoted to him. Angel is an angel. His eyes are, anyway, I digress. I think Angel's got reason to be concerned about Arthur and Christine. I really do. So that leads me to Cece. I've known Cece all my life. And Cece's the one that really needs all of our love and attention. You may not have known her parents. She really hasn't talked a lot about them, but they were bad. They were bad people. Very bad. She may have all that money and so forth, but never had any love. I was looking through her car, and did you know that there's a secret compartment in the back seat of your car where stuff can be tucked down in there? And I found the most beautiful little locket in there. And in it was, mom and dad, Cece's mom and dad on either side. It was heart-wrenching, just heart-wrenching to find that. And that reminds me of another person who I found some love-related things in. And I was going through Shay's car. Well, not going through it, you know what I mean, but there's a little slot on one side of the front seat, and I found some love letters tucked in there. Not that I read them, of course. I wouldn't violate my customers, privacy, but I put them back. But they were definitely love letters. Yeah. Olympia's like a grandma to me. She was a friend of my mom's, who was a friend of Olympia's third cousin on her father's side. And Olympia's car was in just last week. She drives the cutest little Mini Cooper, and under where the back in the wheel well where you put the spare tire, I found all of these recipes for all kinds of stuff. Recipes from the old country, Mississippi. And, they were preserved, and I mean, they were perfect, but it's an odd place to keep your grandma's recipes. I mean, I've been fixing these cars my whole life. I intimately know every car that every person brings in here. And Sully's car, his tow trucks, actually, I take care of his tow trucks. He doesn't have a car. He drives his tow trucks around town. Sully, in his glove compartment, he had a bottle of gun oil and a rag that looked like it smelled like it had gun oil on it. Why? Sully's he's a sketchy character, but I'd never known Sully to deal in firearms ever since that summer of '62 with that incident. But there it was. And, you know, I really like this little girl, Yumi. She and Ryan are adorable, just adorable. But, having had certain things go on in my life, I really think Yumi should let this whole parent thing go. It's not a bag of worms you want to open up. And Ryan seems like a good kid, but wow, he is going down the wrong road. He and Sully need to break up their bromance. I think it's bad news, you know. And there was an incident with Liz. Liz drives, it's almost like a spy car in the sense that it's an old what's that car? A Taurus. She drives this old black Taurus, and a totally innocuous machine. I had to in fact this is what I used to dig the junk out of her Mecklenburg function. And under that Mecklenburg function, I found photographs. I mean, photographs of everybody in town. I mean, that woman's desperate for a story. Hell, I could give her a story. Does she ever come and talk to me? No. But that's her loss. I got plenty of stories to tell, you know. And what's with Elena? Do you know what I found? You know what I found tucked inside the little compartments in the back of her hatchback? I found like a bag of mangoes. Who keeps mangoes in this secret compartment of your car? And there were a lot of them, so I took one. I figured she wouldn't miss it too much. But I figured it was okay. It was all right. And one of my favorite people in town is Stacy. She's just one of my favorite people. But she's got to get that pit bull hair out of her car. It's just ruining everything. She doesn't even own a pit bull. I can't figure it out. It makes no sense. I just it's a mystery. It's a mystery about that stuff. And you know who I really feel sad for? Back to Christine. Yeah, I got a little heartthrob for Christine. But I feel really bad for her. I found matchbooks from the local Heartbreak Hotel. So I heard something that I didn't quite understand how to interpret. I think Christine's really sad. I think she's really, really sad. And I just don't know how to help her. Thank you, folks. It's been a true pleasure. And now, please join us for Duluth, the improvised soap opera.
Previously on Duluth.
The only problem is every time that I make an investment, I mean, my lawyers, they do background checks, and well, I had to do a background check on your sister's face.
I found a discrepancy in the documents that I found in Mayor Shea's computer. All of the documents are missing the same little bit of information. Doc 36. That's gotta mean something.
And you think that throwing around money is how you take care of people, and that's your problem. You have no idea what real love or family is.
I have it on good authority, Sissy, that your lawyers have been stealing money from you. So much money this whole time.
Yeah, my approval ratings are not that great, and my last hope to do something decent was the marina. And of course, Cecile waltz in and takes it away.
Cecile. She like just swept in on her broom made of money and just like tossing it all, like just buying everything up here and all under the disguise of she's doing it because she's a good person.
She actually believes she's a good person.
Olympia, I've had such a rubbish day.
Sweetheart, you look spent.
You know,
What's going on?
Yumi gives me back the keys of the flat that I rented out. Shay had a go at me this morning telling me that, I have no idea about family and I'm trying to buy everybody with my money. And uses that against me to tell me that I have no idea what family's like. And then Yumi tells me that she found some information about my lawyers apparently taking all my money and I have nothing left.
What?
Right?
I'm pretty sure there's a way to find out what's going on without raising a ruckus.
I think it's something to do with Shay. Shay Warren. I don't trust her. She didn't want me to invest in the marina. I think she's trying to, take money from this city and hide it all.
Well, I'll tell you this. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
I struggle with the fact that so much of my life is wrapped up in yours.
I know. It's not easy for either of us.
I mean, Sully, you were there at the hospital, in 1994. I mean, shit, you helped deliver her.
Why is this coming up?
It's Ryan and Umi. They're both pressing me, Sully. They want answers, and I don't know what to say. I mean, this isn't just about me,
You don't have to give any answers you don't want to. You don't owe anyone anything.
So I just lie? I just continue this lie that's been going on for 20-something years?
Well, I'm pretty good at lying. I could give you some tips.
It's not the point, Sully. Maybe I'm ready to come clean.
It's your heart. You gotta follow it. You can do it. You're strong enough. I know you can.
Hey.
Ryan Larson, where have you been?
Are you mad at me?
Yes, I'm mad at you. Don't you know what a phone call is? Don't you know how to text?
Yumi, I threw my phone in the water.
What? On purpose? Why would you do that? Ryan?
I don't know why, I just had a feeling like I was being tracked. But I'm back now.
God, I missed you so much. You don't understand what I've been discovering. Ryan, are you back for good this time?
I'm here now. I want to hear everything.
Come here. Come here.
You've had some week.
Don't even start on my week. I told you about it all, and I've just been in and out of lawyers' offices and trying to sort everything out, and they can't find anything. Everything's normal. Can you believe it?
I mean, why did you even believe a reporter anyway? I mean, it's you can't trust anything they say.
She always claims she's a friend of mine. I just don't understand why she would come up with that. What kind of rabbit hole she was running into, and I'm just happy. I'm just happy that everything's fine and relieved. I mean, it's not like that could have gone anywhere. I'm not gullible. I was just shocked.
You are gullible. You trust people too easily.
Right. I guess you're right. I do. I just don't want to be hard and cold like those typical businesswomen that people assume I am.
You'll never be like your mother.
I want you to know, Ollie, I should have listened to you, but I've stopped drinking now. I'm drinking mineral water again.
Oh, that's so proud of you.
I don't want you to think that I really am an alcoholic. I just drink sometimes when I'm under stress.
I understand completely. There's no need for explanation to me, none whatsoever. I'm just proud of you. You made a decision and you're sticking with it. That's shows an inner strength.
That's why we're friends, you know. You never put me down. I don't have to hide myself to be around you. I have to say, if I had listened to you, I wouldn't have done something that really makes me feel bad.
Dear, confession is good for the soul.
Elena, I've loved you and I've hated you. And I've loved you again. And I've obsessed about you, I've worshipped you, and I've tried to destroy you. But the whole time I always respected you. You're a rock.
What am I supposed to do with that, Sully?
Believe in yourself. What happened to the Elena that fought for everything she wanted? That wouldn't take no for an answer?
She's tired. That's what happened to her. She's tired. You can only put up your fist so long, you know what I mean? Before you get calluses. I'm tired, Sully.
Then have a nap. Pull yourself together. You've been through worse.
Well, you got me there. Oh, I'm just so tired of being asleep. I'm just so tired of I'm tired of napping. Sully, I'm so confused. I'm not even making sense. Just tell me what to do. Just tell me what to do.
It's not that easy.
When is it going to be?
I know that so much has been going on here. I can feel it in the air.
Oh, you don't know the half of it, Ryan. And someone's following you too, huh?
I don't know. I've just been very paranoid lately, always looking over my shoulder.
Me too. I don't know who to trust here in Duluth. And I don't know how much I can tell you, Ryan.
Yumi, you can always trust me.
Ryan, how do you feel about your dad these days?
I wish you wouldn't bring him up. You know we have a troubled relationship.
I just wonder, how loyal are you to the truth? Because it's dark, babe, it's dark.
Yumi, what did you find?
I'll never, ever be anything like my mother. It's my only aim. Isn't it always like that? We never want to be like our parents.
Yeah, oh my gosh, mothers, what can you say about them? But I mean,
Sorry.
one thing that was good about your mother is she didn't take any bullshit from anyone.
That's right, she didn't, and that's the part I admire her for. I really do, and that's a side I know for myself. I'm tough, and I went through a lot to become this tough. But you know, Christine, if I would have had a choice of my mother just being there for me and just loving me and holding me, I would have chosen that 100,000 times over becoming some business person.
I know, I hear you. And this might sound hard, but it's time you start loving yourself. You have to start loving yourself, or you're going to keep seeking and getting involved with all these dodgy people and trusting all these people that you shouldn't.
got to be careful with who I trust, you're right. And the first thing I should learn to do is just trust myself a little more. Love myself. It's difficult though. It's difficult sometimes, Christine. At least you have your outside package and your inside's just as beautiful, you know. I guess it's easier when both match up.
See, if you really loved yourself, you'd see how beautiful you are, inside and out.
Ollie, you have been such a good friend. You are the only person in town who knows that I'm, a switch hitter, that I like women. I mean, I'm publisher of the Zenith. All these people around here, these closed-minded people, they can't find out.
What makes you think that anyone is going to find out? It's your private business what you do in your own time, in your own home.
While I was drinking, I made a mistake. I made a pass at the absolutely worst person I should have.
Who?
Thing of it is, all those documents in the mayor's computer were doctored, babe. But luckily, I know how to recover metadata. So, honey, there's something about Doc 36.
Yumi, I feel like you've embroiled yourself in something bigger than both of us.
You're telling me. And not to mention, babe, there's something about your mother's accident. But you know me, I have journalistic integrity and I just have to verify everything, babe, but it might be the answer that you've been looking for. I don't know.
Maybe I don't want to know, Yumi. Maybe the truth is too hard for me to accept.
Oh, babe, I'm sorry I brought it up. Look at this. What kind of reunion is this?
That's what this place does. Duluth tears people apart.
No, not us. That'll never happen to us, Ryan. It's always been you and me. Babe. Babe.
Look, you got two options. One, you can keep stuffing it down further and further into your gut to where it's going to eat your whole insides out, or you can let it out.
If I let it out, Sully, will you be there for me?
Haven't I always been?
That's the problem. Damn it, why do you make me feel so safe and so angry at the same time?
Why does it bother you so much? That's called years of friendship.
Because there's just so much that comes with that friendship, Sully. There's so many tangles and there's so many secrets and so much of a burden.
It's not a burden. Look at this garage. It's old. It's used. But it's warm, and you can sit here and cry anytime you like, even if I'm not here. It's trusted.
trust. All right.
I trust you. You're gonna do what's best for you.
All right. I know what I'm gonna do.
And it's somebody that I have to see every day.
But darling, that's a lot of people. You see a lot of people. Who could you possibly be so frightened about?
I'm not frightened. I am frightened. Because it could ruin my whole career. It could ruin everything I've worked for.
If it's that bad, if this person is that dangerous and you hit on her.
She's wonderful. And it's Yumi. Anything could happen. Sexual harassment suit. She could make it public. The whole town could turn against me. You know how they are against queers. But you know what's worse? Ollie, what's worse is I love her.
Oh, Lord. Elizabeth Grayson the third. What the hell have you done now?
Talking about loving yourself, what's it like to even try and love two people at the same time? Give me the update on that.
Look at those dark eyes. See how tired I am?
Oh my God, how does it even work, a poly relationship? Like, isn't there rules and you have to sort of discuss if you're allowed to date one at a time or you have to always see them both at the same time? How do you sort it out?
Well, I mean, it's early stages. I have never even thought about doing this, but it's like, say you fancy a chocolate muffin, then I would go to one, but if I fancy a vanilla muffin, I would go to the other.
So you're like choosing between them, just they're both there for you and you get to say what your needs are and what you want. Nice.
Always loved sweet things, you know that?
Well, they certainly are two sweet things. But do you think you'll just stay in paradise forever, sweet? Because we all know that doesn't end up the way we wish.
Yeah, let's see. At the moment, I'm enjoying my muffins.
What are your tips for Duluth actors?
I think object work is it's foundational to me because it creates a playground to do your scenes in. Once you get comfortable with the physical environment being a part of every scene that you do, then you start thinking of things as how is the outside influencing the inside. The problem that has arisen for us so many times is that the actors get in their heads. Get to the stuff. Don't put something off until later. If you have an instinct to do something, anything emotional whatsoever, that is always the right friggin' choice. Every time. I say it to all my actors, you know this. Follow your instincts. The emotional choice is always right. Adding emotion into your scenes is always going to make them better. And yeah, just don't hold back. Make a choice, do a thing. Do not talk about doing a thing later.
We're writers, we're directors, we're producers, and this is what we also are. We're also the audience watching what it is that we're doing. And this shit is hard. To do it well is hard, and it takes discipline.
I think you do something to these cards. You never give me the right cards.
It's my secret recipe for success.
Yeah, maybe you should share that recipe. Could do some baking myself.
You seem like you're a pretty good baker.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at baking my own trouble.
Oh, Sully.
Oh, Auntie O.
Well, you know, it's just that you just keep playing with the wrong children, just like when you were a boy. You play with matches, you're going to get burnt, son. That's not new news.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
You'd play more cards with your auntie, you might stay out of trouble a little bit more.
Yeah, with cards like these, I'll get burned more, Auntie.
Listen, sweetie, I'm always here for you. Anytime you want to talk, you know you can talk to me. I'm your biggest ally.
I know, and I'm here for you, not just for cards.
Oh, God, that does my heart good. You're all
You
the
gotta
son
open up
I always,
sometimes.
yeah.
You gotta open up sometimes, too.
Well, here's one. I wish I had a son like you.
No, I don't need another mineral water. Yeah.
Miss Grayson.
You asked me to meet you.
It's a little awkward. I just thought we should, you know, maybe talk a little about it.
Go ahead.
Well, Miss Grayson, it's hard to look at you. Now that I know what you look like naked. Bartender, double shot, Grand Marnier, please. Miss Grayson, you started me on this drink. Remember that?
What did you say, Yumi?
You started me drinking alcohol. You remember that? Remember all those nights you invited me over to talk about the case I'm on, and we'd just stay up all night, late into the night?
What I remember is you took right to it. Just like you took right to what we did, our night together.
So, Elena, I heard that you're in a throuple with the Bakers as well.
Oh, if by throuple you mean we're selling cinnamon rolls together, then I guess, that's true.
Well, you never know. A cinnamon roll can trigger many things.
Like maybe a cavity and some excess adipose tissue. Come on, Christine, you know me. I'm an old-fashioned gal, regardless of what people say. I'm not that brave.
How did you end up going into business with them? I thought you were mortal enemies.
Well, you know what they say. Keep your enemies closer and your friends out of your bed. I don't know.
How is your throuple going?
Well, I'll say if I'm rolling in anything, it's money. I have to say, Angel and Arthur really know how to make a pastry. My God. If they do other things well, I get why you're all involved. You know what I'm saying? And Mazel Tov.
Oh, I do like a good pastry, I have to say.
Look at you, you're glowing. Oh my God. I guess dough isn't the only thing those two are rolling, huh?
Isn't it funny?
It's something. Cheers to you, lady.
Cheers.
Ooh, would you be able to give me some advice?
Well, sure. You know, I always give you advice, but to be honest, I think you've just got to stop running away. You've got to face your fears, Ryan. That's the way to grow up.
Well, I was thinking about one fear I wanted to face.
Which one in particular?
I think things with Yumi are going okay. I think we're both really faithful to each other, and I want to take it to the next level.
Oh. What do you mean, like marriage? Next level? You want to propose?
I don't know. Have you ever been in a super serious relationship like that?
I have. And it's beautiful. If you're feeling all the right feelings, I mean, it makes sense to Ryan, but I just feel like every time I talk to her or to you, you're both planning on running away, or you're both searching for something, and she's just giving me back her flat. I mean, are you going to take care of her? Is she going to stay at yours?
Cecile, my entire life I've worried about who I could trust, and finally I feel like I've found the right person. I have all the faith in the world in Yumi.
No, I get that. I get that so much, but to be honest, she's the main breadwinner. I mean, you're dependent on her. You've only got all these bits and bobs as jobs. Do you know what pressure you're putting on her? To take care of both of you financially, Ryan?
So you don't mind if I ask you something?
No? Go ahead.
Sully, it's just that I can't help but to hear what people are saying about you.
That's not a question.
Is it true? Are you really involved in bad things?
Sometimes I have to do some things to make sure I've got enough money for the business.
Oh, Sully. No, darling, you don't have to do anything like that. I have some money. No, you can always come to me, Sully. Don't do anything. Don't.
That's not what Uncle John would have told me to do. Uncle John would not have told me to go borrow money from you. He told me to take care of myself, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Your Uncle John is dead, Sully. That's what his thinking gets you. Dead.
Miss Grayson, I don't remember such thing. I just remember I saw you naked, and we were both quite drunk.
I remember that you told me you'd never had a better time in bed, including with that young boy you've been seeing. I believe his name is Ryan.
Miss Grayson, that can't be true. Ryan and I are in love. There's nothing you can do to break that up.
And I noticed that you had to have a stiff drink before talking to me.
Well, the thing of it is, Miss Grayson, I do have a tender spot in my heart for you. I admire you. You inspire me. I want to be like you. But I am with Ryan, and I am your employee. Your best, I might add. I am your best investigative journalist.
You are like me. You use men, but you love women.
So, Elena, would you never do something, a little bit different?
I'm sure I have. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure.
Like, what about being with a woman?
Christine, where is this going?
No, don't worry, it's not me. I've got enough muffins on my plate at the moment.
What are you asking on someone's behalf?
No, I was just curious,
I'll tell you what I'm curious about, Christine. What if you fall in love with Angel over Arthur or Arthur over Angel? I mean, aren't you afraid of that? I mean,
He's never been my lucky number, that's all I can say.
and still you persist. Man, you're just a glutton for punishment, aren't you, Christine?
Yes.
Mm.
I
Maybe
am.
we have more in common than I thought. Jeez.
Oh, God.
And Ryan, you need to settle down. You need to be there for her. You need to be that calm person. You just need to be reliable. Stop trying to run away. Give her the feeling that she has a home, and if that's you, then be that for her.
Are you speaking about your own experiences?
Listen, yes, of course, I'm trying to make this my home too. But it's easier making a city to your home, but to make another person to your home, that's more special, Ryan. And that is a lot more responsibility. I can leave the city anytime, but you can't just leave another human being anytime.
You're right. Okay. You're right, Cecile. I'll stop running away. I'll commit to Duluth, and I'll commit to Yumi.
That sounds great. That sounds exactly what I think she would love to hear. She's going through some troubles. Just help her. That's all you have to do in a relationship is help each other, be there for each other.
How dare you?
You're only reacting that way because you know that what I'm saying is right. A man can't do to a woman what only a woman can do. And I do know women, and I know you.
Miss Grayson, it's just that it's so important for me, this job. And Ryan. I don't want anything getting in the way. I don't want you getting in the way.
Yumi, I don't need to get in the way of you and Ryan. You are going to come running back to me, to my bed. In the meantime, you can keep working for me. You're a good investigative reporter. And I like your style.
Look, I've always done what I had to do to survive, okay? And I don't want you to worry about anything. I'm gonna be all right.
Yes, you're going to be all right. And I'm going to see to it. Just a minute. Here's my purse.
I'm not taking any money from you, Auntie O.
It won't be money. It'll be a check.
No, that's not the point. The point is that I'm figuring this out. This is gonna work. Please. Believe in me.
Believe in you.
That's all I'm asking.
That's all John wanted, was for me to believe in him. Okay, Sully, I'm going to trust you. But will you promise me this one thing?
Anything.
Promise me that it'll be on the up and up, that you won't break the law, that you're going to do the right thing.
You always give me such bad cards.
Cecile, I really wanted to avoid doing this, but if it means keeping Yumi, my dad offered me a job.
Well, here at the docks, I mean, that's where you belong. Sounds perfect, Ryan.
It should, but I've been trying to break away from him.
Oh, Ryan, why? Why? He's your father. I mean, you know him so well. Why? What is he doing to you? Is it because he's so conservative and you just can't take that?
The problem is how well I know him. But you're right. I can't let Yumi hold all the burden of being the breadwinner. I need to take a good job, and that's what he's offering.
Well, don't ever feel like you need to take something desperately. There's enough jobs in town, and you're a bright kid, Ryan. Oh.
I know how many jobs there are in town. I've had half of them.
Well, that's right. Well, maybe I can put you on a project that could help Arthur. I mean, Arthur's designing the new docks, the new marina. Maybe he needs some help. I can't promise you anything. We're going to have to ask him.
My relationship with Arthur's a little complicated, but maybe I'd be interested.
Oh. Seems like you have so many complications, Ryan. Listen, Ryan, these are ones you have to sort out. I just would love you to be that rock you need to be for Yumi and for yourself.
I can be a rock.
Yes, rock. Make strong decisions that nobody can break. Solid.
You're right. Okay, what am I waiting for? I need to go.
I'm rooting for you, all right? I'm gonna look for 36. I can't seem to find it. Doesn't make sense.
Oh, it's about 30 meters down that way.
Oh, thank you, Ryan.
I suppose, if I'm really honest, I still want, like what you've got with Sully, he loves you so much, you love him. I still just want to be loved by one person.
That's my point, Christine. I mean, what are you doing in a throuple if it's just one person you want?
Well, I'm still, still about Arthur.
Christine, you don't want to mess with a couple. I mean, you come up alone, or you're always wondering if they're going to do the same to you.
I know.
I mean, I get it.
I just haven't felt this way about someone in such a long time.
Does he feel this way about you? Does Arthur feel the same, Christine?
He feels something for me, that's for sure.
I don't know, girl. Just have your parachute ready, Be ready to pull that cord when it's time to eject, because I don't got a good feeling about this.
What are your tips for DULUTH actors?
I think once we accept it, that it's not live theater, once we let it sort of tell us what it is in a sense and reverse engineer off of the limitations, then I think we're going to continue to grow as we all have thus far in the art form. Yeah, just the use of filters alone, I believe it's the birth of a new art form, if you will. What you're talking about requires an understanding of style, like an understanding of genre, depends on the story itself. So it required me to do my best to keep it simple for myself and also realize, look to what's already here, what's already happened within a style, and it's a great place to practice wants. So for me, I'll go back to just the acting question, what do I want? What happens when I get it? And what happens when I don't? I would say learn to live in the world of soap opera or of evening soap opera, the nuances of that. Know the world you're in, and I believe I would lean on the side of simplicity. And what is simplicity if not letting what you have be enough and then going down into those relationships? The other thing that's really helpful is to talk about it as a group. I would say really learn what it's like to develop a good relationship here so that it can go out. Because if you don't transform your pain, you're going to transmit it in an improv troupe. So know that you're improvising like you've done everything else in your life. And if you can try to see that with a sense of compassion and understanding and gentleness and kindness toward yourself and others, that will leave room for the miracle to show up. Don't settle to be a Hollywood star when you are the universe. And I love that. Don't settle to be an improv star. What a drag. Don't be good, just learn to run together and see what shows up.
You don't have an appointment.
I was hoping I could get your help doing something, Miss Grayson.
I'm a busy woman. I run a newspaper. All that I know about you is that you want to run away from Duluth.
I'm done running, and what I want has to do with one of your employees.
And?
I'd like your help planning, because I'd like to propose to Yumi.
You want to propose to my best investigative reporter. You think you are worthy of Yumi?
I don't understand why that would be your place to judge.
I don't know why you've come to ask me anything about your girlfriend. Why?
I was just thinking of something nice, using her job to propose. Did I do something wrong?
You should stay away from her. You don't deserve her.
Oh gosh, Cecile, I'm just so worried about Sully.
Well, what's he getting into? Why?
Oh, it's just all the talk around town, and I just feel like I just have a sense about these things. I feel like he's getting himself into trouble. And when I press him, he's so evasive. He won't give me a straight answer.
Listen, I think that I trust Sully. I know that there's weird things that people say about him and he's shady, but I think he needs your support, Ollie. I mean, you're his aunt. He needs you just to trust him.
Right. You're right. It's just a feeling, right? It's just a feeling in my gut. It's eating at me. Keeps me awake at night. But I have to, or I'll lose him. I know it. And that would be the worst thing in the world, to lose his confidence, to lose our relationship. He's all that I've got left since John. He's so much like him too. So much like John.
I know, Olympia. But if you want to keep him, don't push him away. Put faith in him, and the last thing you want is to push him away because you are, I don't know, suspecting him of something. Keep him close.
You're right.
Where you can protect him and know what he's up to, like keeping him close.
Just get this feeling to go away.
So I guess you weren't keeping Ryan in the back. Accidentally. Jitters.
No, I'm not that treacherous. Where the hell was he anyway?
He was away doing business, but he's back. That's what matters. And I just came to apologize, Elena, for accusing you of sleeping with him. I shouldn't have thought you were sleeping with him. It was crazy.
Well, I've been accused of worse.
I know.
What do you mean by that? I know. What do you know?
Well, everyone knows about you and Sully and Stace and
So, bother me with what everybody knows.
Elena, I don't want you getting caught up in anything.
What are you, like all of 23 coming in here worried about me? Yumi, what is wrong with you? What is your connection with me? My God, do you want coffee? Want a free cup of coffee?
Elena, you were friends with my bio mom, weren't you?
Wow. Finally, get to meet you. The famous Sally.
Yeah, well, finally I get to check out this amazing boat. It's huge.
It's a great color.
Sorry if I'm interrupting something.
Just, lazing about on the boat.
Yeah, it's a big boat. It's a nice boat. It's a big, nice boat. It's a good boat.
Yeah, you've said that.
Yeah, I was just I heard that you might be having some trouble with the engine, so I thought maybe I'd stop by. I brought some tools,
Okay. Who told you that?
Well, Ryan, I mean, he was talking about it, he was saying he was helping you out with the boat and stuff, and he said that it looked like you hadn't had a tune-up on your engine for a while, so I thought I'd drop by. Like I said, it's a nice boat. I haven't seen it, been on it.
I know you fix cars?
Wow. One engine is the same as another engine, really. I mean, they're all the same. I mean, pistons, spark plugs, it's all the same.
Have you even been near an engine on a yacht?
I love her, Miss Grayson, and she loves me.
You're a wharf rat. You're trash. She's educated. She's ambitious. She's going places.
Why do you care so much about Yumi's romantic life?
Because I care about my employees, especially those with potential, like Yumi has. She reminds me of myself. If she plays her cards right, she could win a Pulitzer in the next 2 years. And anyone who stands in the way of her reaching her potential, I will do my best to destroy.
People have lives outside of jobs. I know that more than anyone, and they deserve love and happiness, and you are not going to stand in between us.
Ask Yumi this question. How much intimate happiness you give her? Ask her.
Listen, I know that you're worried about Sully, but Olympia, if the worst things come to worst and he's really having troubles, You know I'm going to help out no matter how, right?
He's so proud. I tried. I have my own little money, and I tried. I would give it to him. I would give him every penny of it just to keep him from not being in trouble and bad. He doesn't understand. A record follows you your whole life. Once you've done something, you can never shake it. It's always there.
Well, listen, let's start being concrete. If you really have this gut feeling and you want to go in on it, how about we dig a bit deeper? I mean, I've got connections, I can ask them. And then we can protect him if we know something.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant, Cecile.
How about a background check? I mean, my lawyers do that kind of thing all the time. That way he doesn't find out, and find out if he's already got a record.
And he would never know. He would never know that I knew anything, much less that I was part of it. Yes, let's do it. Sometimes we have to do things. You know, I guess it's just that sometimes the end justifies the means. Doesn't it, Cecile?
Alina, I need to know who my bio mom is. You see, my adopted dad died a couple years ago, and it's just me and my adoptive mom, Lulu, and she's just not a mom. And Ryan and I are getting really close, and I need my mom. I need to find my real mom.
Yumi, that's a lot to put on someone you haven't met. Are you ready? Are you ready for the possible disappointment?
What do you mean disappointment? How could I be disappointed? I'd just be happy to see her, to touch her, to talk to her face to face. God.
What if she doesn't want to be found, Yumi? What if she's afraid? What if she's afraid of rejection?
How could I reject her? I need her. I need her. I need my mom to tell me what to do in life and to be with me, and I don't know what it's like.
Okay. I'll tell you, Yumi. Just stop, okay? I'll tell you.
Well, tell me.
I did have a baby about the same time you were born, Yumi. Ryan was right. That was me in the hospital. I just don't know. I just don't know, Yumi, if the baby was you. I left. I left before anything could be done.
What? Why did you leave?
Because I was 19. I was unwed. I had dreams. What did I want with a little baby?
Are you saying that, Elena? Are you saying that you could be my mom?
So, you're here to fix my engine?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to wait for Happy to eventually get around to it, you can. Or I'm here now and I got my toolbox.
It's a nice, sexy little toolbox you've got there.
Yeah, it's just, it's just to put just to travel. What are you saying?
It's just a cute size.
Yeah, well, you don't judge a man by the outside of his toolbox, it's what he's got inside of it.
And it's how he uses these tools as well, wouldn't you say?
You gotta have the right tool for the job. And I'm sure I do.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll be the easiest way. And it'll take 2 days, only 2 days, Olympia. So don't worry about it. Just let me take over and you just sleep at least 2 nights, okay?
But then I can satisfy this gnawing in me that something is wrong. We can prove without a doubt that that's all just talk, that Sully's a good boy and he's not up to anything bad. Right? Oh, that would make me so happy. Oh my God, it would be such a relief.
Olympia, I just want to prepare you that I'm sure we won't find anything. But if we do, I won't tell anybody. Okay, I'm going to let you deal with it the way you want to. I won't tell a soul. This is just for you.
You sound like you know something. Has all of this just been to break it to me easily? Cecile? Do you know something about Sully that you're not telling me?
I know that he's rented out Dock 36 and Dock 36 doesn't really exist.
Yumi has been teaching me what it means to be an investigative journalist. I've been around her enough times that she's starting to rub off on me, Miss Grayson. I can tell there's something between the two of you.
You're right, Ryan. There is something between the two of us. And I'll tell you what it is. I told her to date you.
I think there's more to it than that. You know why? Because I can smell eau de lavender on you. That's a perfume that I gave to Yumi on our anniversary.
You are such a little boy. You need to know how the world works, Ryan.
Then tell me.
At the top who make things happen, and there are people at the bottom like you who things happen to. You've been used.
You know what I think? I think that you are a superior that is misusing your position with Yumi, who's your employee. And if I get wind of anything between the two of you, your career is going to be over in days.
And you remain a wharf rat who somehow or other thinks you are king of the jungle. You don't frighten me. Leave.
You're not going to be here much longer. I can promise you that.
I'm very grateful to Ryan
What do you mean?
He told you that my engine needs looking at.
Yeah, I'm grateful too. I wasn't expecting this kind of engine trouble.
Well, are you up for the job?
I think that I can get your motor running better than it has before.
So the engine's through there, through the bedroom.
You don't have to tell me where the engine is. I've had my hands on an engine before, and I'm pretty sure I know how to make sure it's well oiled.
Okay. Here's to oiling an engine.
So you could be my mom.
Don't make me say it again, Yumi. That was such a painful time for me. I was so scared. You'll understand.
You were only 19?
I'm barely 19. Oh my God, that was such a... I didn't even hold you. I couldn't because I knew if I did, I wouldn't be able to let you go. And if I didn't let you go, my God, I can't even think of what kind of life we would have had. No life.
Elena, I don't know if you just realized this, but you just said you. You mean it was me. You mean it was me.
I don't know, Yumi. You look so much like him, and the timing's right. And every time I see you, something in me pulls toward you.
I look just like my dad. I look just like my dad.
You do.
That must mean that